Every time your baby cries, your instinct is to comfort them immediately, to pick them up, to stop the sound as fast as possible. But what if the way you're doing it is quietly making it worse? Not in an obvious way, not today, but over time. Because in that tiny moment, when your baby cries, something much bigger is happening. They're not just asking to be soothed, they're learning how the world responds to them. And what most parents don't realize is how you respond in that moment doesn't just calm them, it teaches them. It's 2:17 a.m. The room is dark, quiet, except for that cry. Sharp, urgent, it hits something deep in you. Your body reacts before your mind does. You sit up, reach out, pick them up instantly. You rock them, bounce them, whisper softly. Maybe you turn on a light. Maybe you sway a little faster. Maybe you try anything that makes the sound stop. And eventually, it works. The crying fades. Their body softens. They fall asleep. Relief. You did the right thing, right? That's what it feels like. But here's the part no one tells you. Your baby didn't just calm down. Their brain just recorded how that happened. Because your baby's brain is not thinking in words. It's building patterns, tiny connections, over and over again. Crying leads to immediate rescue. Discomfort leads to instant change. Feeling to external solution. And at first, that seems like love. It feels like responsiveness, care, connection. But there's a line most parents never see, a very subtle one, between comforting your baby and teaching them they can't handle a feeling without you. Now, stay with me here, because this isn't about ignoring your baby. It's not about letting them cry endlessly. That's not what this is. This is about something much more precise, much more powerful. It's about how you show up in that moment. Let's slow this down. Imagine the same situation again. 2:17 a.m. The cry. But this time, something changes. You still respond. You still care. But you don't rush to erase the feeling immediately. You pause. Just for a second. You listen. You let your presence arrive before your reaction. Your voice is calm. Your movements are slower. Your energy is steady. And something subtle happens here. Something almost invisible. Your baby feels the emotion, but doesn't get pulled into panic. Because you didn't amplify it. You grounded it. This is where it changes. What most parents don't realize is babies don't just feel emotions. They borrow yours. If you rush, they feel urgency. If you panic, they feel instability. If you immediately try to fix everything, they learn something important, that the feeling itself is a problem. Something that needs to be removed as fast as possible. But when you stay calm, when you allow even a brief space before action, you teach something completely different. You teach, this feeling is okay. It's not dangerous. You're safe, even in it. And that message becomes the foundation of emotional security. Now, let's bring this into the daytime. Your baby is on the floor. They reach for a toy and miss. Frustration hits. They start to cry. And again, that instinct kicks in. Distract them. Hand them something else. Pick them up. Remove the frustration. But in doing that, you just interrupted something important, because that tiny moment of frustration was an opportunity for their brain to experience effort, to experience challenge, to build tolerance. And when that moment disappears too quickly, so does the learning. This is where most parents accidentally create dependence. Not because they're doing something wrong, because they're doing what feels right. There's a difference between supporting your baby and shielding them from every uncomfortable feeling. One builds strength, the other builds reliance. Now, here's the part that's uncomfortable, but important. If every moment of discomfort is instantly removed, Your baby never learns what to do inside that feeling. They only learn how to escape it. And that pattern doesn't stay in infancy. It grows. You start to see it later. A toddler who can't handle small setbacks. A child who melts down quickly. Someone who needs constant reassurance. Not because they're weak, because they were never given the space to build emotional strength. And again, this isn't about leaving your baby alone. It's about how you step in. Because there's a powerful difference between, I'll take this feeling away from you, and I'm here while you feel this. One removes the emotion, the other teaches how to move through it. Let's go deeper, because this is where most people misunderstand everything. Comfort is not the absence of emotion, it's the presence of safety within it. Read that again, because that changes everything. When your baby cries, they're not just asking, make this stop. They're asking, is this safe? Am I okay feeling this? Are you here with me? And your response answers those questions, not with words, with energy, with timing, with how you show up. This is why two parents can do the same action and create completely different outcomes. One picks up their baby in a calm, grounded way. The other picks them up in urgency, stress, tension. Same action, different message, different emotional imprint. Your baby doesn't just feel what you do, they feel how you do it. And that how becomes their internal world. Now, here's something almost no one talks about. There's a moment right after your baby starts crying where their brain is deciding, is this overwhelming? Or can I handle this? And your response tips that scale. If everything becomes urgent, their system learns. This is too much. If you stay regulated, their system learns. This is manageable. This is how emotional resilience begins, not later, now. And it happens in seconds. That's what makes this so powerful and so easy to miss. Now imagine stacking these moments day after day, week after week, tiny interactions, almost invisible, but they compound, they build a pattern, a way of experiencing the world. Either I need something outside of me to feel okay, or I can feel things and be okay. That's the path being built right now. And here's the truth most parents never hear. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to get this right every time. That's not the goal, because repair matters more than perfection. Awareness matters more than control. But once you see this, you start noticing your own patterns. That rush, that urgency, that instinct to fix everything immediately. And instead of reacting, you begin responding. You slow down just slightly. You stay present just a little longer. You let your baby feel just enough. And then you step in, calmly, gently, intentionally, and something shifts, not just in them, in you, because you stop seeing crying as something to stop and start seeing it as something to guide. This is where connection deepens. This is where trust forms, not from removing every uncomfortable moment, but from being steady inside it. So next time your baby cries, notice that first impulse, that urgency to fix, to silence, to solve. Pause, just for a second. Let your presence arrive first. Let them feel you before you change anything, because in that small moment, you're doing something far more powerful than comforting them. You're teaching them feelings are safe. You are safe, even when things aren't perfect. And that lesson stays with them, far beyond this moment, far beyond this stage. Most parents never realize this. But once you see it, you can't unsee it, and your baby feels that difference immediately.